Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Inter Worldwide. It has been a long day. I have not been home for very long. Not very long at all. But there's no place I'd rather be than right here with my fellow champions of Italy. With my fellow champions of Italy. That's right. The Serie A season still has 3 games left. But we don't care. What games? Seriously, what games? Who are we playing? I don't know. Sassuolo was the last team that I knew we were playing. Who are we actually playing? Is our game in 3 days? Is it in 2 days? Is it Verona? Is it Verona? It's Verona. It must be Verona because I said, who haven't we played twice? Have we played? No, yes. Lazio. Are we playing Lazio? You know what? Just for shits and giggles, Inter fixtures. How good is it winning a title? It's Frosinone. Then it's Lazio. Then it's Verona. See? I was right. Just not exactly right on the same day. It's Frosinone. 4:45 Saturday morning. I think I might choose sleep. We then play on the 19th of May, Sunday, And then we then play on the 26th of May. Now, I know our friend Mattia, thanks to an assist from Ian Kerr, has lined up some tickets for the Lazio fixture. Mabruk, Aguri, congratulations. I hate you. It's going to be an amazing vlog. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to touch it up. And I cannot wait to upload it here on Interworldwide for everybody to see. We have 20 people here already. And I haven't started the content yet because today's a good one. Let's go, Debbie. Let's go, Marvel. And let's go, Stan. Bulgaria represent. Should I come to Bulgaria, bro? Should I stop by Bulgaria if I'm in Europe next? And if so, why? Why? What would I do there? What can I do there? If you're telling me I can drink for cheaper than I can eat, then it's a good enough reason to go. Today's FCK, today's Full Circle Karma, which I think everybody can unanimously agree is the most enjoyable segment of the show, of the channel, sorry. This is going to be awesome. Because this individual, people can grow on you. It's common. But is it common for people's hate to grow on you so much over time that you genuinely despise the human being that they are? Because that's the way I feel towards today's victim of Full Circle Karma. What I'm about to say is going to really piss off a couple of fans, and it will definitely piss off Mario Galliano, but I dislike / hate this guy more than Mauro Icardi. And I'll give you my reasons. My reasons are actually a lot more simplistic than you might think. If you're going to be a prick, at least act like a prick. Don't go out of your way to try and not act like a prick when you know all along your motive is to be a prick. That's Romelu Lukaku. You see, the level of narcissism that you're dealing with Wandanara and the byproduct of that is Mauro Icardi, it goes through a different psychological trait. It goes through a different track, in my opinion. Obviously, this is all my opinion. In my opinion, you can't help the mentally ill, narcissistic Wandanara. You can't help the pussy-whipped, absolute beta-ness that is Mauro Icardi. That was it. Midway through the season, I'm not playing Europa League because I want to be in the spotlight. Wow, you really, really, really wanted to go overboard to let us know that you're acting like a prick. Okay, we hate you too. We'll deal with this in good time. But this sneaky ass motherfucker that you see on the screen here that we start the slideshow with, this guy right here, this is everything that I dislike in people. This is everything that makes me cranky when I see people like this. And in the field that I'm in, I see people like this, albeit they just have no money. This guy's got plenty of it. But that's not the reason we're here. Money's not the biggest motive to a person like this. It's not. What's important to a person like this is being able to say, I told you so, to as many people as possible. The part of the ego that's activated with people like this is all about getting the recognition and clout that you think you deserve. And if that means dogging people over, if that means stitching people around, so be it. If that means lying, so be it. If that means being fake, so be it. Not the same as Mauro Icardi. No, not the same. Different. Shit. Both shit, but different. It starts here. It starts at Chelsea. It starts at us winning the Scudetto with Antonio Conte and this guy being too scared, just like Conte was, to try and back it up. There's your first red flag. Your first red flag of him being like, shit, my I told you so can only last as long as this season. I'm not ready to give that up. But guess what? The biggest I told you so of all time is waiting around the corner. Remember my boyhood English club. Remember the club that I supposedly love more than any other club. Remember Chelsea. It's documented well in the media and everything that he went to Inzaghi and said, if it's Chelsea, you have to let me leave. I want to stay, but if it's Chelsea, you have to let me leave. Well done, bro. You swapped being the king of Milano to go to an absolutely horrible pocket of West London. And that's where it starts. We all know how his time at Chelsea went. What an absolute flop. What a fuckstick. And then this happens. Inter's financial woes, Inter's market plans, everything that we had going would now take a backseat to a very expensive loan. Very expensive loan. Cheers, by the way. I just got home and I just poured this. Why not? Romelu Lukaku, in one of the most cringeworthy things I've ever seen as an Inter fan, goes on top of HQ with Stevie Z. They make it out as if two estranged lovers that were told by their parents that they could never be together were getting a second chance at life. Yeah, that'll do. And you can tell from the bat in some interviews and in some body language that not everybody's impressed. Nico Barella, uno di noi, was not impressed. His behavior is arrogant from the get-go. There's video footage of him going, you know that guy, Aslani, I like him. Mentality. Bro, fuck your mentality. You are the last person that has played for Inter that should be verifying mentality. You, of all people. God, what an absolute waste, man. Cannot stand this guy whatsoever. The way that he treated us as fans this season, the reason I get a little more personal is because I tried on this channel as early as when he was injured at the start of the season on social media. I tried telling you all, I'm like, this guy's not back here for us. He's not here to help. He's here for him. No one was having a bar of it because he started stat padding shitty goals the way he does all the time and scoring penalties. Romelu Lukaku comes back in a season where domestically we are not good. We are not good. We started dropping so many points in the October-November phase of 2022-2023. It was awful. You guys remember the drop points in 2022-2023. It stunk. We knew we weren't a Scudetto team as early as November. We had one last shot in the dark in January when we beat Napoli. And after that, we went on the worst run possible. The worst run possible. This guy, it's not like he came back and saved our domestic season. No. And he wasn't an integral figure in the Champions League run. He wasn't starting games. We'll get to that very catalytic moment of full circle karma in a second. Thanks to the 27 people that are here, by the way. That's pretty good. Like the video, subscribe if you are new. Let me know if you are new and consider becoming a channel member because we have plenty of giveaways that we are doing at the moment. I showed everybody in the last video. Make sure you check it out. But I'm going to give it another few more days and we will draw for all the amazing merch courtesy of Debbie Kerr and the Kerr Mafia of the Inter Club Belfast. This guy is an Adonis. Dzeko is one of the best strikers I have seen play in world football in my generation. His ability to hold up the ball, his technical ability to drop deep and play a pass, his finishing ability, and his grace and elegance and fitness levels for his age are unmatched. Haters are going to hate, and people who spoke a lot of smack about Dzeko every time the whistle was blown, to start each game. I remember seeing chats, oh my God, Dzeko's so shit, Dzeko's so bad. I remember just thinking, shut up, bro. This guy's responsible for like 21 competition points in Serie A over a 1-year period. You want to talk about actually saving our ass? This guy saved our ass. And he was great in the Champions League. If I run it back, that game against City, I start Dzeko 101 times out of 100 times. Yeah. The audacity of this absolute horrible human being that is Romelu Lukaku. To go against our club because he couldn't get ahead of Edin Dzeko. What a lack of class, respect, overall knowledge, and just footballing IQ. You're a dumbass, Rom. You're actually stupid. In what world do you think that you should be walking into the Champions League final and starting? Are you Mr. Big Game player? Have you won some sort of final that we're all unaware of? Did we buy you from Real Madrid? Have you won a World Cup? What the fuck? How did this guy think he was Ronaldo Nazario, Raul, and all that plus some more? Talk about mental illness masqueraded by ego. Yeah, we go that far. We wouldn't have had to go that far if the leaks didn't suggest, fuck his shit, if the leaks didn't suggest that he started to get upset before the Champions League and was entertaining the idea to leave, which wouldn't have made me that upset. I never wanted him to stay beyond this season. There's plenty of video footage of me saying that he needs to go after his loan again. But alas, we get two. Oh, by the way, sneaky throw-in by the best director in European football. And the reason for Juventus' demise after he left and the reason for our ascension when we got there. Don't let the naysayers fool you. Lukaku was sold for 115 million and we bought Dzeko for free. On the pitch, there isn't much difference. I actually think you're lying, Beppe. I think that you're wrong. I think that there is a lot of difference. I think Edin Dzeko is so much fucking better than Romelu Lukaku and still will be at 43 years of age. What Edin Dzeko can bring to the table at 43 versus this guy at 33, 34, bruv, 35, bro. Get out of here, bro. The longevity of Romelu Lukaku's career, bro, that guy is going to be playing at Everton in T-minus 18 to 24 months, bro. I can timestamp this, give it 2 years. If he's at a club bigger than Everton in 2 years' time, I will swallow this. He won't be. The dissension began at Roma, no disrespect, and will continue. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Then this happens. We have Quadrado in the background. I didn't even notice before. We have some, I think it was a Coppa game, actually. I think it was the Coppa Italia. And it might have been the first leg of a semi-final. It might have been the first leg of a Coppa Italia semi-final. That's what it was, wasn't it? That's what it was. I think that's what it was. And we get this late penalty. The Juventus crowd starts doing the monkey chants. Chaos breaks out. It's a brilliant media headline. But this happened. And that's who he was talking to afterwards. A crowd that was monkey chanting you. What's good, my bro? Make sure you rewind it. You'll like it. I'm a bit shameless. Speaking of shameless, like, it's absolutely nuts. It's something that you don't expect unless you're watching a Netflix series. It's really not. And then we start to hear about this. This is where it's really starting to get pear-shaped. We are in the initial stage of gathering information on everyone. At the moment, we are betting very strongly on Vlahovic, Chiesa, Kane, Milik. This headline, when it broke that Juntali had made a phone call for Romelu Lukaku, I knew that it was over. And I'm really glad that the club acted very swiftly because, in my opinion, I think the club was looking for an out. I don't think we wanted to commit the payment to Romelu Lukaku, or to Chelsea, I should say. I don't think we wanted to. This was the easiest and best out that we could have wanted. And the best part about it is that it convinced Juventus fans that they had disrupted our mercato. Nothing could be further from the truth. That statement on its own is fucking intellectually disabled. It is one of the biggest blessings that we have had in our time. It is one of the greatest things to happen to this club. It saved us so much money moving forward and allowed us to shape a completely different mercato, opposed to a mercato that was centered around Romelu Lukaku. Giuntoli has tried to throw this off, but with saving the 32 to 35 million euros that we were apparently looking to have to front for Romelu Lukaku, that's not including his wages. Another loan, which wouldn't have been agreed anyway, probably would have run us another 14 to 15 million euros like it did before. But instead, we were able to get Marcus Thuram. I know it's not the most ideal situation, but we got Alexis Sanchez and we got Marko Arnautovic. At the end of the day, we got 3 attackers for 1 with those finances. I know those last 2 names don't really, make you jump for joy, but let me just remind everybody what the objective was. And let me just remind everybody that Beppe Marotta works with numbers. He looks to replace numbers with numbers. Mission second star. Accomplished. My brother, Uncle Sharma. Please subscribe and buy his merch. He is such a handsome man. This part here, when this was all over, gang, when this was all over, there was no way back for Rom. We knew this. And we knew that it had gotten to the point where we now really, really disliked him. This is the worst sort of behavior that you can do. You've stooped as low as your predecessor of most hated player, Mauro, did by flirting with these guys. It's the only way you can qualify into the 9th circle of hell of most hated people. And I'm all for it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm thriving in it. This thumbnail that we've got, that photo of him watching us win the league, like that meme, like, it's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. Suck shit to you. You can fight for you won't even play Champions League next season, bro. Man's done, bro. He's absolutely finished. He's absolutely finished, bro. You cannot come back from this. You think you can come back from this, bro? You had to watch us win the league without you. We pissed on the Serie A this season. We absolutely did. And anyone can call it Marotta League. I do not care, because we are here for that as well. So you can sit on that and rotate as much as you can. We are here, bro. Campioni d'Italia, 20th Scudetto. We are absolutely swimming in it. Swimming in it. There's 34 people with me right now, live on Inter Worldwide. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you are new. And I think I'm going to switch some of these jerseys behind me around. Let's go on with the show. Roma. It has to be Roma. And I dare say, if it's not Mourinho and they hadn't signed Dybala, this wouldn't be looking so crash hot. This wouldn't be looking so crash hot. And his career, whether he wants to admit it or not, has taken a massive backwards turn. Massive. and I'm here for it. Where does he go from here? I honestly couldn't give a rat's ass, but I'd still love to see him fail because I'm petty like that. I don't really apologize for it. It's just the way I am. But you need to really double cross me hard in this interworld for this to happen. And screw this guy. It's a damn shame for you. For you. Not for us. We're celebrating. We're drinking. We're feasting. I didn't even know who we play this weekend. Aren't you guys overcoming a 2-0 deficit at home to Leverkusen? There's levels now, bro. Simone Inzaghi wouldn't wipe his cooler with you, bro. None of our management would. You would not be welcomed into this crowd at all. You can never set foot in San Siro again as a guest. The only way you do it is as an enemy on the pitch. And as I said before, it'll be Everton or less. Nothing more for this guy in about 2 years' time. There you go. I just spent 21 minutes hating on Romelu Lukaku. Love it. I've wanted to do this for time. I've wanted to do it for a while, but when you're mission second start orientated, you think that everything you do could be an anti-jinx, especially someone as superstitious as I am. But there was no anti-jinx this season. There was no anti-jinx. Everything went to plan. Oh, yeah. Everything went to plan. Not for this guy, but for us. Napoli's interested, eh? See, the thing is for this guy is that the only way he can stay on this current level is if he flat track bullies his way through the Serie A. He can't do it in any other league. The only other manager in any other league I could see making it work with him would be Simeone at Atletico. I think he'd score a few goals for Atletico. However, he wouldn't be liked for his style of play. That's for sure. Most players for Atletico Madrid have still got good technical movement, especially if they play up front. You know, Griezmann, Depay, Morata, and that's just their team at the moment. This guy, however, I wouldn't completely rule him out of going back to Chelsea, but I think that only comes down to if Antonio Conte was to go back there, which I would like to see. Anything that keeps Conte out of Italy is good for us at the moment. He's the only manager that could really be injected into a Juve or a Milan that could improve them to the point of challenging us. I don't think Conte to Napoli would challenge us directly. And I just don't think he would go there. I haven't really checked the headlines on him for a couple of days, so I'm even happy to check latest Antonio Conte news. Conte willing to build a wide-ranging project for Milan. So we've got a couple of Milan websites that are pushing for Conte to go there. I think it'd be very interesting. But I do think that even though the media says otherwise, I think that a return to Chelsea could be on the way. And I don't know that this website is anything to look at. It probably isn't. Most websites are absolute dog shit. But in my first search, got this site here. We've got Antonio Conte. Antonio Conte could do Chelsea massive favor this summer. Believe players' future is linked to it either way. And I guarantee you this is about Lukaku. It is too. So the source is from Tutto Shit, who says Conte could be important to deciphering the Belgium's future once he returns from Roma. A report earlier this week indicated that if Conte were to go back to Chelsea after reportedly offering them his services, should Mauricio Pochettino be sacked this summer, then Lukaku could be set to stay. That explained that he'd love to keep the striker as part of his squad if he turned up for a second spell. I believe there's validity to that. I know it's just common sense to connect those dots, but that would be ideal for us as Inter fans to see Antonio Conte go back to England. Because as I said before, I for one don't want to see him anywhere near Juve. The only way that they come back to challenge us next season is with him. Not Allegri, not Motta, nobody. This Juve team, like we're beating him by what, 22, 23 points? They're not catching us next season. We'll finish above them next season. I'm pretty sure of that. Unless they get Antonio Conte. Don't do that. I can't decide who I hate more, Icardi or Lukaku. Both did terrible things against Inter, despite being elevated to a pedestal by fans and the club. Facts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, it's gone for half an hour. That's all that these Full Circle Karma episodes really need. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, that caught it live. I hope you guys that watch it back leave a comment and laugh at me being an absolute petty motherfucker, because I know I sound petty. People are more than welcome to comment and go, bro, like, why do you care so much? Like, why do you keep revisiting this? I keep revisiting this because I like seeing people suffer who have wronged me. And I don't care what kind of person that makes. I'm a really nice person, but if you wrong me, like, I don't care. If I trip over in the street and you point and laugh, and the next thing you do is walk and smack your face into a stop sign, I'm going to piss myself laughing at you and make fun of you and film it and put it on social media and go, look at this dickhead, instant karma. It's just the way I am. Couple of comments before I go. I dream of Lukaku moving to Sassuolo and playing in Serie B. That won't happen, but look at him moving to England and getting relegated with Everton. Watch that. Great show. Yeah. Thanks, bro. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks, T. You're the man. Thanks for always coming through here as well, my guy. Thanks to everybody else that came in the chat as well. Stan, good to see you. Debbie, thank you. Zeal, chat soon. And Marvel and Nix Knox, thanks to the channel members. As always, my name is Anthony. Forza Inter Worldwide. Ciao.